Hi there, this is Jamie Claret, one of the owners of Amazing Support, and we wanted to do a specific video just for our clients because, as you can imagine, over this weekend we've received emails, texts, WhatsApp messages, phone calls from people who are genuinely concerned about the security of their systems. So, number one is I just wanted to reassure you that as you know, I've seen a lot of you, we've already put in place what needs to be done to protect you as best and as reasonably possible from attacks like this. So we're already doing updates, we're already running scans, we already have web filtering, we already have mail filtering, and we do that across all of our clients. And I'm really quite happy to say, and pleased to say, that because of that, we've prevented what could have been a disastrous effect over the weekend. So the first thing is that on Friday, after the last video that I did, we ran a full scan across the board of all of our users, all of your computers and servers. Some of them would have been off because it was the weekend, but we did a full scan looking for a file of type WCRY, so it might have been document.wcry. That's the file that will come if you get infected with this ransomware, and I'm pleased to say that there was absolutely no evidence of it across all the machines. We're going to run another scan tonight, so please keep all your machines on overnight and servers on overnight so that we can run that scan, pick up everything and make sure that there are no problems. The second thing that we did is ran a full malware byte scan across, again, all the machines which were on Friday. This is the full scan, so not the kind of standard scan, this is a really deep scan. We scanned over 250 million files. You've all been working very hard indeed. That's why you've got so many files. But we did a full scan across all of those. And I'm pleased to say that whilst it did pick up a few bits and pieces, none of which were related to this this thing that's happened at the weekend. And they were just standard little pop-up and cookies and stuff, which we cleaned up as part of that process. Windows updates, we do that automatically for you when I come and meet with you on a regular basis. We run through the updates and I show you that they're happening, and I'm pleased to say that they happen across the board on our clients. There was one update in particular which fixed the vulnerability to this problem, and across just under 1,000 machines that we look after, there are only 2 machines that didn't have that update installed, and I'm going to be contacting those clients directly today, but I believe that's because those machines are rarely switched on. So if you're concerned about whether the machines get updated, we do talk about it in our meetings, but making sure machines get turned on for a few days every so often would be good if they're the ones that are turned off. Just general concerns that we've had, people have asked what should happen if they do get that message popping up, if they do get this virus. My advice and our advice would be just immediately disconnect that machine from your network, ideally just turn it off and give us a call. Because the way it works is it only takes one of the machines on the network to get this problem, and then it will spread through the network, so we've got to get off the network as quickly as possible. That's the first thing. The second thing I've been asked about is backups. Again, been talking to a lot of people about online backups or cloud backups. Really important because, again, if your backups are sat connected to the machine, they're going to get infected too, and really you need 30 days of off-site backups to make sure that you can recover from something like this. If you do get the ransomware warning, there's another question, don't pay for it. Please don't pay for it. As long as you've got backups, that's fine. The other thing is to do with emails. Be extremely vigilant today, and well, all the time, but particularly today, because I think there's going to be a new wave of these viruses coming through. We scan all your mail anyway, so it should pick up the vast majority of them and kill them before they even get to you. But tell your staff, anything that looks slightly dodgy, just don't open it. If it comes from someone that they know, but there's spelling mistakes that they wouldn't normally make, or there's a file attachment that seems a bit unusual, please just delete it or speak to the person over the phone and say, did you send this? Really, the only safe things to open are JPEG, picture files, Office documents, PDFs, that type of thing. Anything else, any kind of wacky file extension, don't open it. Don't even open them on your phone or your iPad. Just get rid of them. And I think that's it. In terms of anything that you can do to be proactive, we are going to be sending out something very shortly to do with some audits. We've already sent a few bits and pieces out, which some of you thankfully have responded to. Thank you. But yeah, we're basically setting up a range of different audits that we can do on the system. So some basic ones, which would be security audits and some disaster recovery audits, ranging all the way up to a full deep security scan and full disaster recovery scan. Obviously we have to charge for those with the amount of time it takes for them to do them, but it's good for you, it's good for your insurance companies, your PI insurance, that type of thing. And then the other thing that we're looking to send out very shortly is to help you know that your staff know how to avoid these things. So you've heard of phishing, P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G. So phishing attacks, we're going to work with the owners of the businesses to see if we can send out some test emails just to see who clicks on them, because it's just an education thing. People just innocently click on the links, as some poor soul did at the NHS recently, and it can cause chaos. I think that's about it. The only other thing I was going to say is we know about this and we've been talking about this for a long time, but really IT is an investment. Please don't see it as a cost, as an overhead, as an unnecessary evil. Everything that your businesses are doing, that I come and see you on a daily basis about, it all runs on IT now. So it's really important that that you make the investment, you're proactive about it, talk to us about anything you need to talk to us about, and then I think that's about it. Oh, sorry, final thing, we're also going to run a scan. Sorry, I forgot to say, we're also going to run a scan which is going to look at all of your desktops and check if there's files on there, like work files, which should be on the server. This is really important because if your server is backed up and you're doing things the way that we've advised in the 30-day offsite backups, if people are saving stuff to the desktop or My Documents or anywhere else that they shouldn't be, they need to be educated that that stuff is gone. If you get encrypted on your laptop, for example, and you're saving everything to the desktop and it's got business critical files on there, I'm afraid they're gone. We're not going to be able to unencrypt them for you. So, Jamie Claret, amazing support. More updates to follow over the coming few days, but hopefully this will answer some of the questions. And by all means, if you do have any questions, you know where I am. Please feel free to call me or email me directly. Thanks. Bye-bye.